Good morning, everyone. This is Nadia Sobrati from createwealthwithnadia.com. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And so I got back from California and I just created tons of content, and I have some really new content that I want to share with you all today, right? And I know this type of content that I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys today, I've done tons of research. This is actually going to be in my book, but I want to share this with you guys because I feel like a lot of people, they're teaching on the law of attraction, right? But they're not teaching exactly how it all works. Yes, they talk about, okay, good thoughts, bad thoughts, how it all works. But today, what I'm going to be covering with you guys today, we're going to be talking about the soul. We're going to be talking about frequency, vibration. We're going to be talking about atoms. We're going to be talking about neurons. And we're going to be talking a little bit about quantum physics. So now when you put all of this together, then you guys are going to have a deeper understanding how all of this really works. Because I feel like a lot of people, and guys, trust me, I've done tons and tons of research, for my book. And I feel like a lot of people are teaching about the law of attraction and affirmations and all of this stuff, but they're not really getting to the core of it and how it all works, right? So in this live, this is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. But first of all, I want to give you guys a shout out. So I have Mona in here, Ada, Sylvette. What's going on, Sylvette? What's going on, beautiful? Chantel and Steve Miller. What's going on, guys? Guys, if you can help me share this video, I would really appreciate it, because what I'm about to share with you guys, no one has never done a live on this before. And this is from my research, and as you all know, some of you might know, back in 2000, I was involved in a serious car accident where I died. They had to resuscitate me. During that time when I died, I crossed over into the spiritual realm. So since then, I've always been spiritual, but that kind of made me fascinated, when I came back, because I saw the light and I came back. I was in ICU and all of this stuff. So, this book that I'm actually writing right now has a lot to do with my accident and the spiritual realm and how all of this comes together. So this is what we're going to be talking about today, right, guys? So we're going to be talking about how the law of attraction works with affirmations. Now, let's go way back into our spiritual body. We're not talking about the physical body, right, guys? So we're talking about the spiritual body. So have you ever met someone or some people, right? And you have that instant connection with them? Like you've met them in another life, like you've met them in a past life, like you know them, like deja vu, right? All of this really exists, right, guys? So let's talk a little bit about before you were even born. Let's talk about when you are in your higher self, which is the spiritual body. Now, hey Isaiah, hey Sylvette, hey Bernard, what's going on, everyone? Hey Kim. So before you were in the physical body, let's talk about the spiritual body. Now, guys, when you were in the spiritual body, right, you were connected with other up in the heavens. You were connected with other souls. And you made a decision to come down to earth. You choose each life experience you're having, whether it's good or bad, because you're on this earth to learn lessons, right? You're in this earth to perfect your soul, to learn lessons, so you don't have to be reincarnated again. The reason why you're reincarnated again is because of your karmic burdens, and that's why we're all here to perfect that, to move up on a different spiritual realm, right? And there's 7 spiritual realms. So when you are in a spiritual body, guys, you're connected with other souls, right? Now, before you were born, your mother specifically, not so much, not your father, but your mother, because you are attracted to someone that has a similar vibrational frequency, right? So before you were born, when your mother was pregnant with you, right? And as you start growing in her stomach, the soul starts getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And the time of birth, when you were born and you took your first breath, that's when the soul enters the body, and the soul goes into the pineal gland. Now, it takes the soul about approximately, give or take, about 4 years for the soul to adjust into this new body. This is why children, when they're under the age of 4, they you see them smiling, you see them talking about, imaginary friends. These things are not imaginary to them because they are seeing things from the spiritual realm, right? But as you cross over 4 years, you don't remember these things, right? Because you don't remember these things. and God gives us free will. So we're here to learn spiritual lessons, and God has given us, guys, all the tools. God has given us all the tools for us to perfect our soul here on this earth. So everything is here for us, but you just need to learn exactly how to tap into that, right? And all of this, has to do with the law of attraction, right? So let's jump into it. So your mother has a similar vibrational frequency as you, right, guys? So when the soul enters the body and you start growing into your mother's stomach, well, the soul enters the body at the age of, when you take your first breath at birth. That's when the soul enters the body. And it takes like about 4 years to adjust into this new body, right, guys? And life on earth is hard because it's a lesson. There's so many lessons that we have to learn. So the people that we meet and we come in contact with, they're either here to guide us or they're here to help us learn spiritual lessons, whether it's good lessons or bad lessons. Now, we choose to learn these lessons, right? So let's talk a little bit about neurons. Now, we just talk about the soul. So guys, atoms, right? Atoms are where our energy comes from. So this whole world is made up of atoms. Everything you see, like the table, the chair I'm sitting on, all of this, according to quantum physics, all of this is an illusion, right? Because our soul is energy, right? So all of this is an illusion. And I truly believe this. Everything is aligned the right way. The universe, the stars, everything. And once we understand all of this, then we're going to have a deeper understanding how we can manifest things, how we can make things happen for us, because it's already there, right? So we just talked about atoms. So the atoms, that's where your energy comes from. And the soul is made up of atoms. So everything around us is an illusion, right, guys? So neurons, we have thousands and thousands of neurons. I don't exactly remember the number of neurons, but neurons are nerve cells, right? They control everything. They transmit information through our, oh my gosh, I got people calling me. Sorry about that, guys. So the neurons transmit information through our own body, right? Have you ever heard the terms neurons that fire together, wire together? Now, this has a lot to do with when it comes to affirmations, right? So when you have a positive thought or a negative thought, depending on which thought is stronger, that's what you're going to be attracting. So now you see how this works with the universe, with the soul, with the neurons, guys. Everything, it's like everything comes together. So neurons, they transmit information. So let's say you're thinking a negative thought, right? Whichever thought is stronger, let's say the negative or positive, whichever thought is stronger, that's what you're going to manifest, right, guys? Because our thoughts are our vibration, and there are many different frequencies. Now, what you need to do is align the vibration you want to manifest to the frequency, to the right frequency. Now, there's so many of them. And you know what's good, guys? Meditation. Meditation is so good, because I've experienced so many spiritual stuff that a lot of people will never really experience in their whole lifetime. But I've experienced so many different things. And it's so important, when it comes to your vibration and the frequency. So if you want to manifest something, you need to align it with the right frequency, right, guys? And this is how affirmations work. So affirmations work, let's say you have good thoughts, right? But you use an affirmation and you're repeatedly saying it every single day or constantly. Guess what? That's what you're putting out into the universe. And that's how you're going to align that vibration to the right frequency, because there's so many different frequencies. And a lot of people don't really understand how that works. But there's so many different parts to it. There's so many different parts to it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So the more positive thoughts or negative thoughts you have, you're going to be creating a stronger neural connection within your brain, right, guys? And this is what you're going to manifest. So let's say you're depressed, right? And you're constantly having depressing thoughts, or suicidal thoughts, right? Guess what? You're attracting more of that to you, because we're all in, we're all in an energy wave, right? And this is how all of this works. So when you're constantly thinking positive things, this is what you're going to be attracting to you, So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me give you guys a shout out. Tony, Christine, David, Brandon, Anthony, Mary, my uncle is on here, Nuta. What's going on, everyone? So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. But listen, guys, the law of attraction is real. It's real. The law of attraction has been around before we were even born, before we were even in our physical body. And we're here to learn lessons. God give us all the tools. We had all these tools before we were even born. It's right here. The law of attraction is always working for us. And as long as you know how to tap into those frequencies, then you can manifest anything. This is why it's so important. But for me, my content is a lot different than it was when I first started my online journey, because now I am actually going more into myself. These are the type of content I like sharing, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand how all of this really works, I wanted to share that with you guys. And listen, guys, tomorrow I'm hosting a webinar at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I would like to invite you guys to attend. We're going to be maxed out. So comment info in this live. And if you're viewing this from YouTube, click on the link below, because the link is right there. Click on the link below and register for the webinar. And I will see you all tomorrow. So you guys have any questions? If you have any questions for me, let me know, and I'm gonna answer them to you right now. So what's going on, everyone? So guys, each and every one of you, you got it within you to create the life you want, And I've experienced things in the spiritual realm. I mean, it had a lot to do with my accident when I crossed over and I saw the light, because I was always fascinated. I was like, okay, what, the light really exists, because I saw the light. You know what I mean? I came back and I was in ICU. I was gone for 3 days. They didn't think I was going to make it. All my family flew into the hospital. They all were there praying in the chapel, and I came back, 3 days after. So I've always been fascinated. I've seen spiritual stuff. So I know all of this exists. I know without a doubt, all of this exists. So I know we are more than just a physical body, and that's, guys, it's so good to be, it's important for us to be good to each other, and help each other as much as we can, So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So listen, if you guys want to attend my webinar tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, comment info and I will send you guys some information, all right? So listen, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.